And now we do the fun stuff. And I tell everybody the reason this is so much fun is two. One, it's fun to spin Brody's, always is. And it's even better when it's somebody else's car.
Yeah, totally.
Exactly. Highly agree with that.
Toyota's got a bunch of them, so yeah. You can't do this with your dad's car now, right?
Should I have one of these fields in my house?
Right.
You feel the ABS brakes come on in?
That was pretty great. That was pretty great.
That's awesome, thank you.
Yeah. You can always say you rode with the Ironman. What questions you got?
I mean, they're simple ones. I only have a couple.
And your name again is?
My name is Ben.
B-E-N?
B-E-N, yep.
Go ahead.
What do you drive these days?
I have two Toyota vehicles. Part of my contract is I have a Tundra, like that one.
Mm-hmm.
It's red, and then my wife has a hybrid Highlander.
All right. Did you play the original Nintendo game about your exploits?
I played it before. Yeah, I'm not really the arcade. It would need to be a part of the. Well, the way that originated was I did the arcade game, the coin-op.
Right.
Right. So in '89, it was the #1 arcade game in the nation. It really did well. And they told me if it does well in the coin-op, they'll go to Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, a little handheld game. And so it was really cool to be a part of it. And I had part of my contract was I got like 7 of those games, the coin-ops. And then I ended up giving them away and selling them and all that stuff. But yeah, that was really cool to be a part of it. Probably one of the first guys in off-road racing to have their own arcade game.
I think it was the precedent, and everybody who ever played the Nintendo played that game.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was cool.
Would you go back to racing if you had the chance?
Probably not. It would, I get that all the time, and I really think that I can still be very competitive. I'd have to go back in the gym, get in better shape, and all that. But I would only do it in the capacity of what I used to race with Toyota, and that won't happen again. So by that I mean, when I was racing, I had the very best equipment. I mean, a tremendous amount of money was spent on the team. We had helicopters, we had engineers, we had the very best mechanics you could on earth for off-road racing. But that won't happen again. So I wouldn't want to go back and drive a lesser car. It'd be kind of like you guys going back and driving a '67 Volkswagen. Well, I don't think I want to do that.
Fair enough. Let's see. What advice would you give to a budding off-road racer?
Probably the most important thing is, like I try to explain to you guys, is get a feeling for the car. Whatever, if it's a motorcycle, if it's a dune buggy, if it's a truck, whatever it is, have a feeling for it, because that's what most people don't have, is understanding what's hurting the vehicle. Once you understand that, you let the other people make the mistake. Because like I say, if it's a $100,000 race car, $1 million race car, it has certain parameters. As long as you drive in those parameters, it'll go for a long, long way. And eventually, what always happens is somebody gets out of those parameters. And then they go too fast, they hit a tree. They go off the road, right? They let the person behind them in a race dictate how fast they go. And they should always stay within the parameters of their car, not the guy in front of them, the guy behind them. But, that would be the advice. Learn the parameters, stay within the parameters.
Fair enough. Do you have a most fun race from memory?
Probably Baja 500 was because I won it 17 times, and it was right around my birthday. My birthday's on June the 4th. The race was always about June the 7th, and I was doing like a birthday present. Pretty soon it became, hey, this is my race.
All right. Well, thank you for your time.
Yeah, anytime.
Thanks for driving.